So I've been out here warming up for a little bit, and I went on a rant for about 11 minutes, and that's way too long, especially because I haven't even loaded the bar or put my shoes on yet. But I'll try to be a bit more concise with what I was talking about there as I'm warming up. But essentially what I was talking about is what my programming is going to look like, and it's that same Excel sheet that I have been using. I've just added weeks to it. So the first week is week 0, which is the last little bit of my training, and I'm starting week 1, which is really light, and the goal of that is to have a linear progression with intensity and volume for 3 weeks, have a drop off of the intensity and volume on the 4th week, and then have like the heaviest day on the day 5. So kind of a peak in that sense, but it will just be kind of like a reoccurring training block. So it won't be anything that's like for a competition or anything in particular, but just normal training, where at the end of the 4 weeks, pushing up to the heaviest in the classic lifts, and then starting back over after that. So in the 5th week, so it'll be like 1 block, and I think I started writing what will be in the 2nd block, which is pretty similar, but the only difference between blocks will be some of the exercise selections. So in these first 4 weeks, on the first day, it will be hang snatch and hang clean below the knee. But in the 2nd block, I know I put no foot, and that could change. That's just kind of tentatively what I put in, just to have something different in. But that and some of the other days, I could change particular exercises, but it's a pretty simple progression and a pretty simple programming. There's only really that one day where there is a different exercise right now, but the 2nd block is really tentative. So if you do kind of click ahead to that, that certainly is open to a lot of changes, and also suggestions. If you have exercises you should add this in to this particular day, that would be tremendously helpful for people if they have those suggestions. Nothing is set in stone, even on the stuff that I have written. Mostly the only thing that's kind of in stone is kind of the volume and the intensity progressions that I have. But I won't ramble on too much more. I'm going to get the shoes on and start warming up for some low hang snatches. The goal is to just do a couple singles at 80 kilos today, and I might do them at powers. I might do them with full. We'll see how they feel. And I also want to keep everything off my legs today. Thankfully, I feel pretty good, but I also took ibuprofen an hour or so ago, so makes sense why everything's not a little bit sore. But I'm going to be conservative with the weights, maybe push up a little bit above that, but nothing that will be too crazy. Low hang snatches, low hang clean plus jerk with a hold in the split, and then some front squats and some snatch pulls. And that should be it. So those 4 exercises. So let's get it working. The nice thing with these kind of mic'd up videos is I can talk about my thoughts regarding training a lot longer, which for me is something that's difficult to do in a shorter form, which that's why a lot of the workout commentary videos are focused just on that particular training and not so much the meta program that is kind of always percolating in my head. And one of the things that's good with the first week on, or I guess week 0 on the Google Sheet, is it kind of got me thinking about progressions and things that are normal to do in training and getting those to be more solidified and more objective. Because you always kind of think about those, like I should have days that are light, days that are heavy, and then I go to the gym and max out every day, which is not literally what I do, but pretty close to it a lot of the time. I'm a big buffoon. So it's nice to kind of have all right, here's the progression, here's when you can go heavy, and here's when you can should be more focused on the speed and the technique, and also focused on getting your body to feel good, which is something I don't ever really focus on doing, because again, I like lifting heavy, and that's not a good habit to have if you want to progress in the long term. Something that I was doing quite a bit in the morning before my classes started, and I did a little bit throughout the day, like a little bit at my lunch break, was band work, which is something that I would do a absurd amount when I was playing baseball and a pitcher, which is probably one of the big reasons why I've never had a catastrophic shoulder or elbow injury. But I was doing that throughout the day to just get a little bit of mobility and a little bit of pump in my arms. So that was felt pretty good to do throughout the day, the little bit that I did, but got a pretty nice pump. So shouldn't impact anything because it's not too heavy today, but I kind of, we have a lot of resistance band in the gym closet, so I was utilizing those, and Hopefully we'll continue to utilize them, but let's make 43 kilos look really heavy or not. I guess that's the goal to find out. Other thing I want to actually get better at too, and I always think about this and I never do, is to just start to lift faster. And I'm saying that as I'm rambling before the lift, but I'll like sit here in this position for like a straight minute before I do the lift, which is not optimal. That is for sure. So let's just go ahead and get it. Honestly, don't feel pretty bad. I brushed my my patella a little bit with the bar, so that's a first. Usually I hit my shins, so we'll get 61 kilos on the bar. I'm gonna go 43, 61, just because I'm in the shed. I would just go 60 in the gym, but 70, 80, and do the work there. But hopefully, kind of bang out the reps rather fast. The last set was 43. I did for a power plus a power, I guess, slash full. I'm gonna do catch the power and then squat the rest of it down. We're standing up noon overhead squat, but push to that range of motion. Last one felt all right as far as the body goes, so hopefully that means these all go pretty easy. Ooh. That's weird. I like almost missed that, so we're gonna redo that really quick. I think I was just trying to think too much through it and not finish. I mean, it's light enough to where I could do just about anything to it, but I need to just do a better rep. I think when I bumped my shins on the pull, I was thinking about that and my bleeding shins more than I was about the lift. So I should be going light today because I'm trash at snatching, as you can see. Well, I can make 61 kilos. Look how it should. I'm still brushing the patella now on my right knee. I guess I probably always do. I usually have stuff over my knees, so I don't notice it, but it'll be interesting. Try to not hit my shins, but to still keep it close. But we'll go up to 70 from there. So it's just 70 now, but I'm going to try to, on the, after the pull, to go right into the hang snatch. And I might pause at the bottom, probably not. Oh, yeah. I won't pause on the bottom there, but I want to do it continuous. So not as an aggressive on the pull up and the shrug. And just kind of make sure my legs are finished and then go right into the hang snatch. Whew. It's fairly warm out, which is nice. There's beagles out there. Well, I guess a beagle and a wolf. Listen to me talk to myself. Early on that one, but it's a good weight to practice. Well, 80 kilos would be a good weight to practice, so keep getting more better at that. I think I'm being too passive with keeping the bar close because I'm worried about hitting my legs and stuff, so we'll just have to not be a girl about it, I suppose. So we're going to do the first working set with 80. Nothing that's heavy. I definitely think the hydration thing was impacting more than I realized. Just because I'm talking and moving all day, I sweat a lot. Not that I'm like drenched in sweat, but just like I lose moisture. I perspire rapidly. So I actually drank, I think I talked about, no, I don't think this will be in the video, but I meant to make it a video, but I decided not to. But instead of a protein shake at lunch, I brought a protein bar, one of those Gatorade protein bars, and some Gatorade. I got a big thing of the powder, but I actually didn't drink the Gatorade during lunch. I kind of saved it for the afternoon. And I think that helped a lot. And I drank some more when I got home. Because I'll like chug water when I get home, but you need something in it to allow it to hydrate you a little bit more than just pure water. And I think I'm feeling the caffeine. I took a lot more as a result, just because I'm more hydrated. I definitely feel like jittery, which is, I suppose, the idea feeling. So just 80, just for a single. That felt pretty good. I'm bumping all over my legs. I don't know how Clarence Kennedy didn't have a constant blood just dripping down both his legs when he never has anything on. I feel like I gotta always have crap on, but it's probably good to not have anything on just so I can really be precise with the bar path. This last set I'm gonna do as a double. I'm gonna do a power plus a full, because the goal was to just do 3 singles at this weight. A very light workout, but it's one way to increase the intensity without really being a maniac, is to do a double instead of 2 singles. But first one will be power, then a full. Bubba's very angry at me that I'm going off my own program. It's pretty toxic, to be honest. I don't know if you can hear him bark out there. He barks at anything and everything. That one felt pretty good. So we're going to get done with that, or we're done with that. And then I'm going to go down to 61 and do some clean tricks now. Dogs are barking at the neighbors, so that happens. Same kind of thing with the hang clean jerks. Try not to use any assistive gear. No, I won't need anything with my thumbs because I'm not doing CrossFit reps. I do have to move this. That would have been a tragedy. So we'll throw it back there. Hopefully the audio still sounds all right, but just below the knee hang plus a jerk. I might just power roll these just because it's so light. So we'll see how I feel. Oh, it felt fine. We'll go up to 80 and do a single there. I'm actually going to change this in the program to make this day be below the knee hang still, but just to be powers. Just because I think it'll be good to have a day that's focused on that. Because I don't think there's only the last day of the week that where I push at all on powers. The other times I'm doing them, it's just for pressing, which is really light. So it'll be good to kind of have a speed day, especially because it's a hang lift. So I'm not as worried about it getting as much like cool. I don't know. I'm gonna do powers. This is 80. The stupid mat thing's breaking. So you get for buying cheap things, but I just need the foam to deaden the sound and the vibrations. We go to 102. I'm actually getting a good sweat in. Getting a good workout in. I guess because I'm working out at a pretty good clip because the weights are light, so I don't have to be as stressed, so I can work at them faster. I'm going to go to 102. I think I said 100, but 102 is not going to kill me, hopefully. Famous last words. Now we're up at 102, so do 3 singles here, same as for the snatch, and get this work done. Should be a pretty routine power, but we'll see. I felt the bar kind of dip on the left side a little bit, so something to think about on the next 2 sets that I do. But other than that, it was pretty routine. Definitely feel my heart rate's a bit up, which is good, especially for light training. It's not as big of a deal if you're like not fully recovered between sets. So go ahead, do the 102 again. Thumbs are a little bit, not so much my actual thumb, but the skin on it. But this is competition bar, so it does make sense. It would tear up my hands. That one felt a bit better. Felt my back foot touching the back of that, so I made sure I'm a little bit further up. But other than that, everything felt pretty solid. So one more set. My last set here, I actually am going to do the pulls since I can just go 60 to 102. That's basically what my plan was 70 and 100 with the pulls. Do those and then do the front squats because those are also going to be on 102 or whatever. So nothing really too crazy heavy with them. Pulls are just 3 sets of 2. So make sure I move up that way a little bit once I do this clean and I'm not so close to the wall. Fell slightly forward on the jerk, but nothing that was too radical. So go ahead and get ready for some snatch pulls, which I will use straps for. Whew. Nothing too radical to pulls. I'm just gonna try to get them done. Double here and then 3x2 at 102. Drop my strap. So, time to go to 102. One of the big reasons I'm keeping all of these sets really small as far as repetitions is just to focus on the quality a bit more. Still get some good volume in, but not to do like sets of 5 in the pulls and the squats even, but especially not in the classics. So just 102 here. Didn't bang my shins too bad. It's always good. Took less than a minute to get ready for this set. It's just so light that it doesn't feel like there's any reason to really sit down and think about it versus just get ready and doing the next set. I'm really thinking about just keeping the bar close. Nothing really too radical. Trying to mimic what I'm doing in the snatch and keep it close. Last set here, same weight, just trying to move it well. Then some front squats, and then that's all she wrote. I guess another thing I'm thinking about is waiting until the end of the extension before I start to use my arms. Still thinking about, that shrug up, but waiting until I'm past that point where I make the contact, and then after that contact, when everything kind of extends up. But last set of pulls, I'm gonna move on, do some front squats. So pretty easy work. Nothing too crazy with the front squats. Triple here, and then 3 sets of 3 at 102. Thought about wearing my straps for them to get some mobility work in, but I'm just gonna focus on getting them done and moving them well. Light and fast, I should be 61 kilos. It'll probably be similar to the pulls where I do them with pretty short rest. The bar is really angled. I don't have the racks lined up, which is messing with my OCD. But it's not heavy enough to bother me enough to make me want to fix it quite yet. Whew. So this is a triple. This probably hurt more than the 61. Didn't really hurt, but my IT band's a bit achy, and my low back is a bit achy, which I'm sure that's connected, but nothing so much in the quad tendons, which is nice. I don't have anything on still. Whew. Or in the wrist, but these are front squats, and light ones don't bother me wrist. I'm a pirate now. They don't bother me wrist. A little bit more pain there, but nothing that's can prevent me from getting the last 2 sets. So one set down. Most of the progressions or the linear progressions in the weeks is through weight. So in the next week, I'll go 70 for 3 or 61, something like that. For 3, 102 for 3 or 100, something like that. And then like 110 or something like that. And then every week, move this triples up by 10 kilos for strength work, for the classics by 5 kilos, and then keep progressing, get up by there, because for the strength lifts, I'll get up pretty quick. I think for back squats, I'm going up 20 kilos each week, just because those are a bit easier to do. Same with clean pulls. I might honestly make a bigger jump for these too, so I haven't decided that part yet, but basically bigger jumps for the strength movements, smaller jumps for the technical lifts, and just try to keep moving everything linearly for the first 3 weeks. Drop everything off to the 4th, and then big heavy lifts on day 5 of the 4th week. So that's my second triple. So crackly, but nothing hurts. So I'll take the crackles over pain for any day of the week. About doing an AMRAP or something like that for this set, but I think what I'll do is 2 regular reps, and then the last rep I'll pause, because it's only 1 or 2, so I'm not trying to do a set of 10 or something and push myself beyond what the goal was today, which was essentially like this first week is mostly trying to feel better physically, and then the other week's trying to increase loads. So last triple, and then we're done for the day. So if you want to see the plan for subsequent workouts, you can check the description. I'll put a link to the Google Drive. And if you try to edit it, I'll decline it, but I'll let anyone view it. I don't really care about that. This is the first day of the first week. Tomorrow, I don't know if there'll be a video because it's really light stuff, so I might not be that interested in recording it. But the goal tomorrow is some muscle snatch overhead squat, some power clean overhead press, then bodybuilding and like isometric work. So like partial squat holds to really kind of strengthen that area and different things like that. But that's it for this workout. So hopefully you all enjoyed. I know it was really light work, so nothing really that was too radical or exciting. But I think for my progress in the long term, having workouts like this and progressions like this with lighter workouts will be good for my general health as far as like physically feeling good in my joints and stuff, and also just to get more general volume in to build for heavier weights in the future. So that's always the goal, to hit 140 and 170 on the same day. But didn't do that today. But anywho, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.